In this video, we're going to take a look at the To Review option that Google Classroom has for teachers. So let's go ahead and click on that button. Once you click on that, what you'll see is a list of all the assignments that still need to be reviewed. There are two categories, one with assignments that have no due date, and currently I don't have any assignments with no due dates, but you could click on the drop down and you could view all the assignments that belong to that category. And the second category is work in progress, which is basically all of your assignments that do have a due date. So you can see I have 6 assignments here. Now, this will give you a quick view of what's been turned in, what hasn't been turned in yet, and what you've already graded. So let's say you want to go ahead and start grading something. I'm going to choose assignment number 24 in my pre-calc class. So I can go ahead and just click on it, and it'll take me directly to this window where I can start grading all of my student work. Let's go back for a second. Let's pretend I've graded all of this work, and what I want to do is then mark it as reviewed. That's the only option under those 3 little dots. Once you mark an assignment as reviewed, it will transfer over to the reviewed section. So let's go ahead and click on that tab and take a look at what we have there. So the reviewed section is everything that we've already graded or marked as reviewed. What's great about this view is that it really makes it easy to take a look at what assignments have been turned in after you've already graded assignments. So in my assignment number 23 here, I can see that a student turned this in late, and so I still need to grade this. And I can see that there are a couple other assignments with the same thing. Student turned in an assignment after the due date, or perhaps they were absent and I had already graded the work. So this is a really easy way for me to track down assignments that still need to be graded without having to open several assignments on Classroom or having to track down different students that have been absent. So this is a great way for you to stay organized on Classroom and to really make sure that everything that needs to be reviewed has been reviewed, especially with the end of the quarter coming soon. This could be very helpful in organizing everything that still needs to be reviewed. One thing that I will mention as well is that once students have turned in work, it will change the ownership to you. You as a teacher become the owner of those documents or slides or whatever attachments that the students are handing in. Once they've turned it in, the ownership transfers to you. And what happens sometimes is that those files now become part of your drive. Once you return work to students, the ownership transfers back to them, and those files no longer take up space on your drive. Although you will always have access to them, there is a folder on Google Drive for each classroom where you could actually track down all of those files, and you always have access to those files that students have turned in through Google Classroom as well. But this is also a great way to just kind of keep your Google Drive a bit organized so that student work is not filling up your drive. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.